Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Naim Begambalik, and my metro number is 18BB01019, and I will explain for the view. The title of this presentation will be peer-to-peer payments. So we go into the first session, peer-to-peer payments. So what it is, peer-to-peer payments. So we need to know the nicknames. There are three nicknames. The first one is person-to-person transactions. Second one, P2P transactions. And the last one is P2P payments. These three kind of names, they actually giving the same meaning. The brief definition is this is an electronic money transfers made by one person to another through an intermediary or negotiator, typically referred to as a P2P payment application. So how peer-to-peer payments work? There are many ways, there are many methods as I shown here. The first one you can do via mobile device or any home computer. Other than that, you can access to the internet as the terms and conditions to use peer-to-peer payments. And then it also offering a convenience or alternative way to traditional payment methods. As for example, there are some apps like Venmo, PayPal, Google Pay, and also many more apps. And it also allows users to send one another money from their mobile devices to a linked bank account or card. So make sure your card is still connected or still still valid, right? So other than that, there are many benefits when are using peer-to-peer payments. As long as this is the elements reflect the benefits, it is easy of use, it is a convenience, it is speed, it is trendy, and also it is an effective problem solving. Here's some simple explanation here. As you can see here, they are simply like take money out of ATM and reduce the trouble of finding one to give back the receiver. Some P2P payment services charge a flat fee or low percentage fee, so they will charge you a very low amount, something like that. And then some P2P payment services do allow for fee-free payment. It depends to any bank in Malaysia. As for usual, sometimes they will charge you a bit, sometimes it won't charge you no amount. So previous about the good things, so we are going to the bad things. What is the bad things? This is the potential security risks of P2P payments. So here the explanation and also the examples. So there is always have a risk involved when you are sending money online. Of course, there are so many cases between online and offline, and also when you're using the money as well. So this is accidentally send money to the wrong user, and it also risky becoming the victim or the data breach. And also this is a fraudulent or mistaken transaction, and it is getting refunded could be more difficult. And even if you are using the funds from the app and not from your bank. So when you are using this payment, even in online, it will make it a bad thing a bit for you. So make sure you have to precaution on this. So here's the backup of P2P payments to make sure it can solve some problematic ways. Here's an explanation and ways to lower the risk of being victim. So the first one, you have to use precautions to lower this security risks, from passwords and pins to transaction notification that confirm whether users did indeed send money. The next one, only conduct transactions with people you know. Make sure you know the people you want to send the money. And then keep your app up to date, yes of course, as well as Google Play also notify you to make sure your app up to date. So make sure you do not use P2P payment services for business purposes only. Sometimes people are using it for businesses purpose, but we would know that maybe some bad effects will happen to some businesses if they are not using precautions to do something like that. And then the last thing is confirm that you can find help if things go wrong. So maybe that's it for me. So the next will be about what is PayPal. Okay.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Niknur Ashraf Hafiz. My metric number is 18BB01016. So, what is PayPal? PayPal is the largest and the most used third-party payment provider. It is available for business, freelancers, shoppers, and individuals to make transactions easier and safer. It expedites online purchases and it hides sensitive financial information from merchants. There are two types of account in PayPal, which is personal account and business account. Okay, this is about a history of PayPal. It was founded by Max Levchin, Peter Thiel, and Luke Nosek. Actually, the original name of PayPal is Confinity Inc., a company that develops security software for handheld service. Their goal is to provide secure software for financial transaction on individually on device, and then it shifts their focus to digital wallets. And the first version of PayPal electronic payment system was launched in 1999. In uh, in 20 Elon Musk, which is the founder of X.com company, began a merger between the two parent company, PayPal, which is Confinity Inc. and X. Next, X.com is the online banking company was founded by Elon Musk. Elon Musk, realizing that Confinity Inc. Operation are more profitable than their company. That's why Elon Musk want merge with the Confinity Inc. Okay, next, the current president and CEO is Dan Schulman, and the company was recorded to have total of 21,800 employees. PayPal has two headquarters, which is the first one is corporate headquarters, which is located in California, US, and worldwide operation center is located in Nebraska, US. PayPal.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Azim Hakim bin Muhammad Azman. My metric number 18BB01014. Today I will present about the e-banking or electronic banking concept with the process. Okay, so for the meaning, electronic banking is a method of banking where funds are exchanged by the transmission of electronic signal rather than through the exchange of currency, check, or other form of paper records. So the next is of funds are made between financial institutions such as bank and credit union. The last one is electronic banking depends on complex computer system that connect via telephone line. So for the next slide is how e-banking work. E-banking is a standard form of entry or authentication. Is the access code such as a personal identification number or PIN that can be used to retrieve cash from an ATM machine. There are a variety of electronic banking system and they vary in size. So for the benefit of e-banking, online banking consumer now have instant access to a range of service from their computer or mobile device, allowing to check the status of your account and access your transaction history. The second one is you can pay your bills automatically every month with the quick automatic payment available. The third is shift of funds between account. Next is you can upload or print a declaration with your medical or tax record. The last one is you can manage your account every minute or every second. For the next slide is about term and condition of electronic banking. The first one is usage of electronic device. In fact, when a transaction is made using electronic equipment using a security code, you have granted the party permission to behave in compliance with the guidelines contained in the electronic equipment. They are of the view that the use of identification code is proof that you or the other persons allowed to give orders. The second one is problem with guidance. If it's not possible to send electronic banking service to a specific account in accordance with the instruction given by you or an authorized individual to the electronic device, they can guide it to the any account associated with your security code. The last part from me is about process of e-banking. Okay, the first one is you need to register your account with a net banking service. Second, you will get customer ID or user ID and password after that. Third is sign in to your bank portal using your user ID and password. Some banks have further authentication processes such as image OTPs during the login itself. The next is using a device to execute the necessary transaction, and the lastly, lockout of the setting. That's all from me. Thank you.